need sound. That's better.
What? Hmm?
Never.
Huh.
I wouldn't believe a word of that. I'd never believe any of that. Complete tosh, as the English say. This is so stupid. Oh, thank goodness I don't have to listen to this anymore. What is wrong with that person? Jeez, if only the world was that simple as he said it was. It's ridiculous.
nonsense. By all means. Pay heed to gear as well. Preparations, is it? I trust your judgment.
Yes?
What is it?
May I help?
By all means. Preparations, is it? Count me in.
Let's go.
As you command.
I am ready.
I cannot wait.
I shall do my best.
At the ready.
move.
Going all out.
I'm up. With purpose. Always more to learn. Sorry to trouble you. I'm all right.
Another step on my journey.
All right.
Smirking and smoking.
So long!
Feeling good. My move. I'll not fall here.
Dodge. They built Venice on the water because they were dodge.
slow.
They built Venice on top of water because they were dodging the laws of the land on banking. And the docks on the land became like a whole city. And so it's pronounced Dodge. They were tax dodgers. What the hell is wrong with people? Never ever listen to somebody like that. No. All those old things. We have all the new computers now. You gotta write all new things. Yeah, all of the old textbooks were wrong. So everything we actually know is wrong in medicine right now. Because of the computers, because of these. That's because of these things. I don't know.
Now then.
Never trust anyone like that. Never. No. No.
True power.
With purpose.
The plural of data is data. Right? The plural of data is data, because if you just had one trial entry, you would just have one anecdote. It wouldn't be data, it would just be called a case study anecdote.
The next move is key.
Well, hold on now. If what you say if they look at the data, like you said, and they see that even for left-wing people there's more right-wing data being pushed, doesn't that mean that everyone's agreeing with both sides more? What do you think about that? Here's what I'm saying. If your claim is that for left-wing people, they're being pushed more right-wing content online, doesn't that mean that you're only telling half the story? and that there's people who are right-wing online who are being pushed left-wing content. And that's what I mean by people who believe in both sides more. I'm just saying, if it were equal, there's a way you can come out and tell one side of the story and make it look unequal.
I'm up.
Up and
My
out.
apologies. Now then.
I forgot we were gonna poach some things, but it's too late to remember.
With purpose.
This is how the computer works. I love how the British people, they're like, this whole free speech thing might be a bit of a problem. But in other news, this is how the computer works. Yes. Yes, it is how the computer works.
My move.
The battle is ours.
Yeah, I wanted to say one thing about this whole political landscape. In psychology, with psychology, there are people who were hurt as children, and now all they do is walk around all day and remember that. And some of them are aroused by it, even though they were injured by it. And part of the shame and the embarrassment and the it didn't happen to me, you know, when I was abused as a kid, is saying, you over there, you're sick. Not, this happened to me when I was a kid and now I am attracted to this or whatever. It's you over there, you're the problem. And it's anyone who admits that young girls are pretty or something, you know. And it's very homosexual. The notion that a man is not young enough or old enough to be with a woman when she's young enough or old enough, it's a very homosexual idea. And I reject absolutely, this is where we use the word absolute, I absolutely reject any type of homosexual advice in my life, in whatsoever way, shape, or form, any way ever. But that's why. But I think that half of the people, the reason it's such a problem, you know, in whatever, and in politics, the reason it's such a problem is the reason there's so many animated people about it is because that is part of their childhood. They have to actively deny it and then, you know, whatever, but it's about denial. Let me think of a good example of denial in so something's true but you walk around like it's not, and you're pretending, which is lying to everyone you know. What's a great example of denial in psychology? Other than sexuality itself. Like the moon landing. It'd be like if we all walked around and pretended like the moon landing was real, but it was fake. You know, like there's so many, the moon landing's probably a good example. There's so many people, their whole childhood, they believe in that moon landing. As part of your childhood is the moon landing. And so when it's proved the moon landing's fake, it's like, this is your fault. Something's wrong with you, you know? I don't know, it's not exactly like that. It's half the people. Whatever it is though, the reason so many people get animated is because half of the people, that's their thing, and they don't want anyone else to know that's sort of their thing because it's part of their childhood. And you're not supposed to talk about it. You're never supposed to say anything wrong about your childhood. I think it's a very same gender attraction notion. I cannot accept anything like that. It'll sneak in because it'll sneak into our thinking. This whole freedom and the rights that you do. Because even if it's popular to think something, you can say no. Yeah, even if everybody's thinking it because they all got hurt when they were kids, You can still be like, I don't think so. Now that you mention it, I think you're all lying. Or at least half of you. And here's the proof. Phenomena. The enigma is a special phenomenon. So many enigmas are not special, and therefore they're just plain old a group of phenomena. They're always trying to sneak it in. That's why you have to believe yourself.
This cannot be. To the very end.
I was looking at a video of Michael Jackson yesterday, and I thought, he is one of the most feminine looking people I've ever seen. And that's what I mean. That's kind of what I'm talking about. You know, like, everyone can think he's cool when he's not. You know, because the British are playing a trick on us or something. The British think Americans are just so misled that, of course, they love Michael Jackson. He's misleading everyone. I wasn't even born yet when Michael Jackson was popular. That's why I can see him, you know, the way that he is. Because when Michael Jackson's Thriller hit MTV, I was not born yet. I was severely not born. Right? When was MTV? You kidding me? Oh my god, I was... MTV... I wasn't even born when MTV... Holy shit. Anyway, in the 80s, everyone was supposed to... Because they landed on the moon in 1969, everyone in the 80s was supposed to be going to school on the moon. And that's why everything went so bad in the 80s, because the moon landings were fake. It was all totally fake. And then the men became women. And we got Michael Jackson or something. But like, sure, the dancing. Michael Jackson is the last dancer. I mean, Britney Spears did dancing, but she's still doing it now, you know? I thought she looked hot the other day.
All right.
Everybody was supposed to go. That's why Stranger Things. I'll spoil the ending of Stranger Things' final season. The moon landing never happened, and everyone in the 80s was supposed to be on school on the moon. And what happened was the 80s happened. Instead of everyone went to the moon because it was real, the moon landing was fake, and then like apparently a bunch of men like Kiss, you know, even Kiss, like rock and roll bands, they like got into women's stuff, clothes and stuff. Did that happen in the 90s? I don't think so. Not really. The 90s we had Elton John and everybody knew it, right? Or am I? Hold on. Let me check up on Elton John. When did Elton come out, please? Yeah, 1976. Yeah. I had to double check whether it was 2004 or not. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have been in the newspaper until 2004. It wouldn't have been a special segment on CNN until I don't know. Maybe it was. Yeah, was the 90s over the top feminine? Thank God it wasn't. It really wasn't. Kurt Cobain's long hair. That was about it, right? Hanson, but they weren't huge. Hanson wasn't like a game changer. Bop. You know what I mean? I thought all three of the girls were hot when my cousins asked me, because they love tricking people. You know? And then you look back on it and you go, Jesus
Thanks.
Christ. Is that what it is? That all? Is that what it takes
From
to trick a
strength
child?
to strength.
With purpose.
Yeah. I used to have long hair. And when I had long hair back in high school, because I was a weed smoker, you know, like hippie long hair, every once in a while a small child would walk up to you and think you're a girl, and it's like, just the hair? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's all it takes is just have long hair, and then small kids will come up to you and think you're a woman. You know, like, it's like, no. But it goes to show you how easy it is to trick kids. They didn't let me think. They didn't let me think it too long. They said, "Oh, by the way, oh, I think they showed me the first time I saw Hanson Mbop. My cousins showed me the album cover, and they said, guess which one is really a man." No, I think I said, I think they said, what do you think of this band? And I was like, it's Hot Girls. And they're like, guess which one is actually a man? And I was like, I don't know. And I guess they're like, it's all three of them is a man. And I remember it was like a horror movie. It was like, ah! You know what I mean? I screamed and I was appalled. But that's how easy it is to trick children. Like, children haven't seen a bunch of stuff out there in the world, you know? I haven't really even seen much more than that, but I see it on the news at least. I'm aware of it. There were tons of women or feminine musicians in the 90s. It's like Lenny Kravitz. You know what I mean? The 90s were so cool. The 90s were, you know why? Because the 90s, everyone was getting ready to party like it was 1999. Michael Jackson is the corniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And what he was going for, he was taking a girl out in a 1950s poodle skirt. And you're just going, this guy did really go to the drive-in theater, like with his grandparents or something, you know, like just so out of touch. But give him the dancing. God damn it, give him the dancing. He did great dancing. He invented the dance moves. And you can have it, but dancing isn't that. It turns out dancing actually isn't that important. It seems like the most important thing you could find before the internet is who was good at dancing in a good way. I don't want to go on. Sorry. Let's go. Oh no, yeah, Cloud's all done.
Can't let him win.
Landon, how you doing over there? I did no. He needs JP. Yeah, let's end it. We're done. We're gonna end it. There you go. 168 damage.
Ugh.
Counter hits for one. Just downed him. Resurrection. Don't teleport. I'm gonna cast jump as a dragoon and we're gonna see. He better raise. Yes,
It's too soon to
raise!
give up.
Resurrection! Now jump down. Oh, we get another move.
Sorry to trouble you.
I used to crack my knuckles when I was a kid at school. I would crack my knuckles like this, and I never do now. But you know what's interesting? I can crack my knuckles. I used to be able to crack my knuckles. There's one. There's one. I can crack my knuckles just by. That's what I do. I can crack my knuckles now, but you just do this. No, I mean it's important. My thumbs are the only ones that really crack anymore, but I used to crack them both hands, and that's bad. If you need to crack your knuckles, imagine you're holding like a glass orb I don't know what I wouldn't imagine that. Just tense your fingers and you should be able to crack them just like that. Yeah. When I was in school though, all of my friends and all the other kids would crack their knuckles like this, and I would too, just to be part of the group. Yeah, just like everyone else. But what I can still do is crack my knuckles just by closing my fingers like this. But you have to squeeze. Not squeeze fast. You have to squeeze your own fingers very slowly as you close them, and they'll crack if they need to. But your hand shouldn't touch the other hand. You can crack it like that. Right? This is one of my favorite jokes, Simpsons jokes. This woman asks Bart, "What's the sound of one hand clapping?" And he's like, you know? Yeah. And I can snap all fingers, all 4 fingers in one snap. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I used to be able to do it better. Yeah. It was just me in high school sitting in detention, snapping 4 of my fingers at once. Practicing it. Yes, Bart. What is the sound of one hand clapping? Oh, that's easy. you have to make your fingers totally relaxed, totally, absolutely just flapping, and they'll flap into your hand. They'll flap into your palm. You actually have to be totally relaxed in your fingers and move your hand at the same time. It's almost not doable, but you have to work on it like I did. Because that's like my favorite joke from The Simpsons. I also have dragon thumb on the left. On the right, my thumb doesn't come up very much, but on the left, let me take my ring off. On the left, a normal thumb pops out there and turns dragon thumb, and it's like that. It's a very, because my dad's a black belt. It's a very special type of dragon thumb. Dragon claw.
Ever stronger.
Dragons really don't necessarily have thumbs. They're just still a claw. It's one of the claws. Like a talon on an eagle or something. Yes, Bart Simpson. What's the sound of one hand clapping? guess, yeah. I'll get rid of this one. There's these level 1ers that come out, and I feel like we'll just get rid of them. It's time. And this level, just get rid of them. And I think because you get the better corpses from the higher level things. I think that's why. Like when you poach them, I think if they're higher level, you get the better corpses to poach. And I had to sit here and like we're cutting people from the baseball team, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta take a second to figure this out. You know what? You really want to know the reason why? Because your brain isn't just inside of your head. Because your limbs and your whole body help your brain remember what you're doing. And that's why when you chop someone's head off, their body and their arms and legs do things. Because your brain and your limbs and everything are all connected. And your brain is part of your arms and your legs. Your arms and your legs and your torso are part of your brain. It's in our head. In other words, it's in our head that our head is separate, that our brain is separate from our body. You know what it means? It means, if you don't like that, it means your nervous system is the most important of all of your systems. And your nervous system is your brain with all your neurons. And so it's almost as if your brain includes all of the neurons that go down into your body. And so that's how you can forget what you're doing while you're doing it. Like when I get up out of my chair and I go, oh, why did I get up out of my chair? Because we're not, I wouldn't say partitioning, but we're commissioning out different tasks and whatnot. And your brain doesn't stop at your brainstem. Good answer for a lot of things about your body. Plus when the batteries ran out, it wasn't my idea. So I've got all those other ideas up there that are in a big old line, one at a time. And then when we run out of batteries, something gets put in the middle of about 10 things. And so I can stand up and forget what we were doing, monitoring the other stuff, and then go, oh, that wasn't my idea. That's why the guy left his child to die in the hot car this week and watched porn. Because, like, it wasn't his idea. You know, it could have been, he could have been like me and the whole thing wasn't even his idea. When you're a parent, though, it's different because you really do have to take care of that stuff. But if it was genuine, you know, if someone just drops his kid off and it wasn't part of his day, that's how you forget something important. Immediately. Like seconds after it occurred, that's how you forget it. I let these soda cans pop in the freezer of our refrigerator every week. every month I let one can at least pop. If I had a kid in a hot car, I'd let one of them die each month. You know what I mean? Judging just by how many of these soda cans pop in the freezer, oh my god, I would have let my child die in a hot car so long ago. If I had one, if I wasn't an incel virgin, I would have let my child die in a hot car so long ago. And then we would have tried again and done it again probably. I would probably be the guy who did it twice. That's how much that's how I forget. That's probably the main reason why I don't have kids is because I leave my soda cans in the freezer and they explode like little baby skulls in the back of a hot car. I let them get so cold in the fridge, they'll go on. We'll do 8 hours of video games, you know. I'll get onto the adult film websites and be there for 6 hours when I didn't mean to. I let these pop in the freezer every month, and if they were little kids in a hot car, they would all be gone every month. I run upstairs. Sometimes I run upstairs and I'm like, oh no! And I open it up and it's all popped inside of the freezer. Sometimes we just walk up to the freezer and you open it up and you go, oh no. I didn't leave one of those in last night, did I? Yeah. In an alternate timeline somewhere, I have a child and I left her in a hot car. I just know it. I just know it. You know, I know what kind of person I am. I just know it. That's exactly what I would do. You can trust me. It's gotta all be my ideas. If it's somebody else's ideas, a lot of times other people's ideas get in and it fucks everything. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not even my fault. 90% of the times when I forget something, it was somebody else's idea got in there somewhere. I don't know there's a way that you can live your life 10 steps ahead of everything you're doing in your head. Like, I already know how we're gonna steal the money back. I already know what we're doing next Tuesday. You know, not necessarily. I don't know what we're doing day to day, but I do know what we're doing next. Whatever day it is, I do know what we're doing next. And then next and next and next and next. But running out of batteries is never part of the plan. So sometimes I can stand up and be like, what was I doing? And it was the batteries run out because that's not my idea. It didn't get in the stack day one. Let me think here. Yeah, I feel like no, we're good. We're good. You're right. I gotta move. What? He's got chantage.
What is it? May I help?
Now look at this. based on their current level. I guess that's cool. Unless it's really not good. Unless we're all level 99 and he betrays us all. I don't think we have to worry about that. Based on their CT, based on their level. Trigger value, target variable. Yeah. So target variable and two trigger values. So we do need a target variable. We'll do level. This could be like almost different than the other. So we'll do multiple of 4. They don't have to be overlapped.
All right.
Preparations, is it?
He needs his sword back. Hard. Wait, 16, 16, 21? What in the world is going on out here? Let me see what we got. Oh, job. JP boost. Before I forget. I think he needs movement too. Movement JP boost. Shadow Blade. Absorb a distant unit's HP. Hell yeah. Okay.
Preparations, is it?
Items? Do you have any items?
By all means.
I don't think he has really any items yet. He should be... He would be chemist.
Was there something?
I don't know if I was supposed to even get that, but I have it now. shouldn't do this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here, but I should not be doing this. I'm grinding, which you don't really... I don't think we need to, but let's do it. Sorry. He should be chemist. I don't even know if I'm doing this wrong.
Sure thing.
He should be
I am
chemist.
ready.
I got this wrong again.
I was born for this.
Ready.
As you command.
To battle.
Oh, we have to get... I forgot. We have to get Cloud's bravery up, too. That's why we're even here. Wow. What is that? A pink vampire cat. Yeah, it's a vampire cat. That's cool. Vampire cat. So if I walk here, I can cast Yep. It begins. It begins. Does anyone else use items? They'll be able to sauna him. I've never heard. Okay, well, we have to figure out if the sauna
Farewell.
Alright, well, oh, she's dead now? Now I don't think we can. Yeah, now we can.
Can't catch a break.
What a fucking mess. No, it's a big fucking mess. I have this thing where I'll grind in a video game and I can't stop grinding and I just have to stop. The characters are never good enough for me. It's like a kid who can't stop studying.
This should help.
let's log it back in. Load back in. Did I save? I don't even know if I saved.
Sure thing.
Very well. I cannot wait.
I shall do my best.
As you command.
At the ready.
With purpose.
I got this.
Oh, video games. Oh, here you are, all the way up here.
This fleeting life.
Nice.
Cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment Blade.
That's more like it. That's more like it. Oh yeah, we have this speechcraft cloud.
This cannot be. You shan't succeed. I shall not yield.
Now then. Farewell. Always more to learn.
Wow.
This does not look good.
This will suffice.
I don't know what
I'm up.
here this morning. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Don't think so.
Wow. Right, he's great. His parry's based on bravery, I guess. That's pretty interesting. Oh yeah, he needs some praise.
Ready.
Whoops. I did not mean to do that. No, you're fine. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I have no idea how we're going to get through today's stream. I got nothing going on.
By the gods.
Oh yeah, he's gotta head toward him a little bit. Is there any healing he has? Oh, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, you can. Go ahead and heal yourself. Yeah, head on over there.
Move.
This boat's ill.
What the hell is happening? Alright, heal him. Yeah, they should be heading toward each other. Okay, there you go. He's 95. It sounds like Kinnison. Oh no. The magic does some kind of sound. Big yawn now. You guys gonna have to make their way over there. Yeah, make your way over there. There you go. See, re-raise.
With purpose. Stay
I'm
strong.
saved.
That's right. Because he did get re-raised. He has it because of Dragon Heart. Very strong. Very strong. bravery. I think that's enough for now. Yeah, it is. Let's get out of here.
Sullied soon the heart of man. Great or small, his time must end. Cleansing strike. Just so.
I do not want to do the stream today. Like, some days you turn the stream on and it's like, I'm gonna turn this stream off. I'm gonna go out there and turn this motherfucking stream off. I'm not having it. Okay, so the Spanish word for cheese is queso. And he is Master Soldier now. So technically he should change to something that he needs. And I'm like, nah, dude, don't even do that. I'm like, nah. What does he actually need? I'll tell you right now. He needs something here, and he can have poach, concentration. That's pretty good. He does have something there. That's kind of okay. Yeah, he's pretty much done, I'd say. Alright, I'm gonna bring Cloud back down.
By all means.
Cloud is pretty much done.
What?
I don't want to hurt his feelings, but the reason we bring Cloud is for all these Braver, Cross Slash, Blade Burst, Ascension, Meteor Rain, Finishing Touch, Omni Slash. That's why we bring him. And now that he's mastered it, he's cool. And he also can use every really good potion that we need. Holy Water, Remedy, Phoenix Down, X Potion, High Ether. That's all you need. So, he's effectively done. Don't tell him this. Don't tell him this, but he's effectively done. Oh no, he doesn't make a good treasure hunter. Oh no, we need to bring his bravery up. We need to bring his bravery up one more. We have to do one more battle.
What is it?
Shit. I forgot we have to do one more battle.
All right.
This is the biggest scam. I feel like I'm not doing any of this right. Alright, what else am I doing? I forgot. Oh, calculators. Elevation.
What is it?
You need something so bad. I can't remember what it is. Throw items? No. Auto potion? Maybe. Is it potion stuff? I feel like he does need to be chemist real bad. Alright, I'm gonna take you off Gallant Knight and you're gonna just run through what you need to do. Oh no, he needs Geomancer. But we did do Geomancer. Yeah, we did have enough Geomancer. After all. What do you need to do? Samurai? I'm going to chemist.
Right then.
I'm not even coming with.
Hmm? By all means.
Oh, does he have enough of this stuff, by the way? Oh yeah, this. Look at this guy. Dusk Blade. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, Cloud needs to come. Right. Cloud does need to come through for one.
What is it? By all means.
What is it?
How might I help?
Yes?
By all means.
Save one more, and then Cloud's done. And we're helping Orlando. I don't even know anymore. How are these guys doing?
CEO compensation change, which happens every year.
He wanted to say having a fit. The CEO having a fit, but he stopped himself.
I've seen it say that. That is why when you walk into certain buildings, you are seen as the capitalist in the organization. What do you see?
What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. And that, oh yeah, that's bring this. I gotta bring this, and I gotta bring this. I'm gonna bring this, the dish is up. You got another dish? Already brought it up. Alright, let's go.
With us taking us inside the boardroom of the Federal Reserve. You do not want to go anywhere. Back after this.
Do you care where the economy is headed?
I'm heading out here. I'm heading out.
Up in New Jersey, says it's going to be, the future is going to be right-wing populism versus left-wing populism. And Democrats, he thinks, have a lot of reasons to follow up on some of those successes. First of all, I like that we're just straight
You
up
mean
having a
failures?
fire sale at 30 Rock. Grab stuff off the walls, whatever you can get your hands on before we close the doors on MSNBC. I think a week from Friday is the last day. Yeah.
Alright, one of the streams already ended.
It's very nice. Be a nice little for us. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We talked about this yesterday, and it sounds like Steve Bannon understands this well, which is staying away for Democrats from all of these social issues that dogged them a year ago and have dogged them for the last
past couple of years and just saying, yeah, let's talk about what's really important, the fact that you can't afford to buy groceries, that you can't buy a house until you're 40 years old in this country, all the things that are so true in this country right now. And so Abigail Spanberger, Mikey Sherrill, Mamdani in New York City, are those skills, are those messages transferable? Democrats seem to think so now as they move ahead a year from now to the midterm elections. You mentioned, Joe, former Republican House Speaker Newt Gingrich. He too is warning Republicans they have a major problem now after Tuesday's election results. In an interview with the New York Times, Gingrich said he believes President Trump is right about his absence on the campaign trail, meaning voters stayed home, a challenge Gingrich says the party has to confront. Gingrich told the Times,
And then we need to bring maybe Orlando's bravery up too.
and that it didn't have to be a bad night. You can't just shrug your
I should have brought
shoulders and say,
Orlando's
"Gee,
bravery
I'll
up.
run Donald Trump every time," because you can't do it. When you talk about 26 and 28, Republicans have to find a way to motivate
And
the
his
base,
face.
Trump
Hold on.
voter, to come out.
Hold on a
and
second.
vote. Joe, this is something you were talking
Yeah.
about yesterday. Donald Trump on the top of the ballot. Republicans
Hold
do
on.
very, very well. When he's not on the ballot,
Orlando.
history shows us they don't.
They just don't. I mean, Jonathan Lanier, let's just look at the scorecard. Donald Trump is on the ballot in 2016. Republicans do well. He's off in 2017, they lose. Off in 2018, they lose. Off in 2019, they lose. Off in 2020, or on in 2020, he loses. They lose. Off in 21, they lose. Off in 22, they lose. Off in 23, they lose. He's on in 24, they win. Off in 25, they lose. It's something that I've said forever. And we'll talk to Chris Matthews, maybe. You can take it to Chris Matthews after this. Republicans don't, because Ronald Reagan won 49 states, and they're going to always win 49 states. They learned very quickly. Bill Clinton taught them very quickly. Not
All right, I've got things to do.
case.
You know what it
Same
is?
thing with Barack Obama. Everyone thought,
You know what it is, damn it? I have things to do in this game. We're gonna bring up. I got more grinding to do in this game. I can't believe it, but we have more grinding. So I'll be back later. I'll probably go live after we're done grinding. This is a little. It's a little much. I'm gonna watch a big podcast. I'll see you all later. I'm the glorious Lord Erickson Cronin, the Seneschal of the Ingot House, the author of Keon, the Fire Major Guru is on YouTube, known as an Exogoras. Farewell. Farewell, farewell. I'll see you all later next time. Here, I'll put the lens cap on you. And we'll head on out. Alright. And we'll be back later. But as soon as the stream is watchable again, when the grinding is done, farewell.